victims of the Chiang Mai real estate fraud seek justice. A group of victims has filed a petition with the Foundation for Social Justice, seeking help in reviving a real estate fraud case that has been stagnant since 2022. The victims submitted evidence to Narumon Simons, a lawyer and chairman of the foundation, in hopes of moving the case forward. Narumon Simons, one of the complainants, explained that she purchased a condominium unit in a luxury project located in the Hang Dong district of Chiang Mai. The prices for units in this project started at 2.9 million baht. Launched in January 2019 with a high-profile event featuring celebrities such as Kenneth, one of the suspects in the Icon Group pyramid scheme scandal, the project promised lucrative rental income for buyers. Narumon agreed to let the developer rent out her unit and received approximately 100,000 baht per year from 2019 to 2022. However, after 2022, the payments ceased. She decided to terminate her contract and reclaim her unit, only to find it in a dilapidated state, occupied by Chinese tenants. This scenario was not unique. Other buyers experienced similar problems, with some having purchased as many as 7 units but failing to receive the promised rental payments. According to Narumon, more than 100 victims, with combined damages exceeding 300 million baht, filed a complaint with the Department of Special Investigation, DSI, against the developer in 2022. However, the case has not progressed. Narumon pointed out that the swift government action in addressing the Icon Group scam inspired them to seek similar attention for their case. Lawyer Ranarong stated that he would arrange to accompany the victims to the DSI office to inquire about the status of the case. Cyclists ride in memory of the attack by Massacre victims. On Wednesday, a group of cyclists pedaled for oxygen along the route where about 80 protesters from the Tak Bai district in Narathiwat died from suffocation in military trucks in 2004. The symbolic ride was organized to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the Tak Bai massacre as the statute of limitations for the case is set to expire soon. The group, which included Malaysian participants, prayed for the souls of the deceased in front of the Tak Bai police station before embarking on their 145-kilometer journey to the Ingkayatha Borahan military camp in Nong Chik district, Patani. Cyclist Muhammad Ali Dingni said they were riding for oxygen to remember the demonstrators who suffocated while being transported to Patani following a violent crackdown in October 2004. The event highlighted the ongoing demand for justice, as the 20-year statute of limitations on the case expires on Friday. Local frustrations persist, especially since the 14 suspects, most of whom are military officers involved in handling the protest, have yet to face justice. Muhammad Ali warned that unless these individuals are brought to court, dissatisfaction in the local community will continue and could lead to future conflicts. Meanwhile, the National Human Rights Commission released a statement urging the government to compensate the victims and families affected by the Tak Bai incident. The crackdown severely violated human rights, and those responsible have yet to be punished. Homemade bomb explodes in Patani. A homemade bomb exploded on Tuesday night in Muang district, Patani, in southern Thailand. Fortunately, there were no casualties. The explosion occurred at the Kalapo intersection in Chabang Tiker subdistrict around 10 p.m. 50 minutes later. Bomb experts arrived at the scene, discovering fragments of a plastic bottle, an electronic circuit, nails, and oil stains. Upon closer inspection, they also found a second bomb that had failed to detonate, a glass bottle containing explosives and an electronic circuit tied to a petrol bottle. The second bomb was safely neutralized by authorities using a water cannon. No injuries were reported, and no property was damaged by the blast. Authorities stated that the bombs were designed to be remotely detonated and had been placed inside a sack. The incident serves as a reminder of the ongoing tension and security challenges in Thailand's southern border provinces. Debate over Thailand's constitutional referendum delays the vote. Nikorn Chamnong, a member of the Joint House-Senate panel on the constitutional referendum bill, announced on Wednesday that he no longer expects the public vote to take place in February as previously planned. The bill's progress has stalled due to ongoing disagreements between the two chambers over the requirements for passing a referendum on amending the constitution. the House of Representatives maintains that a simple majority vote is sufficient to approve the referendum. However, the Senate insists on two additional conditions. Over 50% of eligible voters must participate in the referendum, and the majority of those participating must vote in favor. Nickhorn stated that the Joint Committee has yet to schedule a meeting to resolve these differences. Even if they reach a consensus by October 28, there would not be enough time for both chambers to ratify the resolution before the current parliamentary session ends on October 30. He added that the issue is not urgent enough to warrant calling a special session in November, and the committee will likely address it in the next session beginning in December. Although the bill's deliberation could be completed, and the law enacted, the constitutional referendum provisionally scheduled for early February cannot proceed as planned, he said. The government had originally planned to hold the referendum alongside local elections nationwide in February to save on costs, which are estimated to be between 2 to 3 billion baht. Wizit Arun, a few Thai MP and chief government whip, said that if the committee cannot reach a conclusion, the referendum bill will be suspended for 180 days before being submitted for royal approval. He declined to discuss possible solutions, stating that the matter should be left to the Joint Committee. Warong Dechgitvagram, chairman of the Thai Pakdi Party, raised concerns on social media about the simple majority requirement. He argued that, despite political parties' promises not to amend Chapters 1 and 2 of the Constitution during a potential rewrite, the simple majority requirement could make it easier for future amendments to pass. Chapter 1 defines Thailand as a single, indivisible kingdom with a democratic system of government, while Chapter 2 outlines the royal prerogatives. Warong urged political parties to resist the push for a simple majority and to defend a constitution designed to combat corruption, warning that the proposed changes would make it difficult for a referendum to meet the required thresholds.